What's up, man? Sorry it took a while to make this video. I'm in college now, so I don't have all the free time in the world. But I have been trying to make this video several times in the last couple of days, but it seems to keep going over 15 minutes. And I don't want to have a two-part tutorial like my last few videos because it's just too long to watch. So I'm going to try not to go over 15 minutes this time, even though it seems to be quite difficult for me. Today I'm going to be teaching you the windmill and Mill's mess. I'm going to break these tricks down to their fundamentals and try to teach you in the ways that I learned them. So, with no further ado, here we go. The windmill is almost like a half shower. You have one ball that's thrown over the top continuously. To make this a windmill, all you simply do is you take the other throw, which is just a normal left-handed throw, and make that throw an under-the-arm throw. You should turn into something like so. And that's how you do the windmill. The easiest way to start this is with two balls. Throw one up from your right hand like you're doing a normal overthrow. And then once you throw that one up, reach under the arm with your left hand and throw this ball up. And try to get it to go back this way. Just like this throw is going this way, you want this throw to go this way. It should look something like this. It's a broken pattern because there's only two balls, but that's what you're aiming for. Of course, if you're left-handed, it looks something like this. And if you're having problems with an under-the-arm throw first, you can just do one ball. Kind of pull your arm in just a little bit towards yourself. Makes it a lot easier to get that underarm throw. You could keep it stationary, but it's just a lot easier to pull towards you. And just get the feel for that. When you're comfortable doing that, and you're comfortable doing the two-ball version, go into the cascade. Start juggling. And just like the overthrows and claw catches and such, there's another type of throw that you're going to have to get down inside the cascade, and that's the under-the-arm throw. So to do it at any moment, just pull one of the balls towards you, just a little bit, and then reach under and throw a ball underneath the arm. Like that. It's going to take a little bit of practice, but just try to pull your arm in just a little bit. It's almost like a chop, just without that exaggerated motion. You're just pulling it in nice and subtly. Okay? And just work on that, build it up, get comfortable doing it on both sides. And then you can go into like an under the arm kind of tennis, under the arm multiple times from one side, or even under the arm from both sides, which turns into a Mike's Mess almost, just without the fluent motion in the middle. But let's get that down solid. When you're comfortable with that, then it's time to learn the windmill. Go back into the cascade. At any moment, do an overthrow, just like before, and then an under the arm throw. Overthrow, under the arm throw, from the same side. Overthrow, under the arm throw. To continue this pattern, now you just got to do another overthrow after you do the under the arm throw. So it'd be overthrow, underarm throw, overthrow. And that's one round of windmill. Overthrow, underarm throw, overthrow. Overthrow, underthrow, over the arm throw. And you can try it from the other side, overthrow, underthrow, over the arm throw. And if you want to start from under the arm throw, you could do that too. Under the arm throw, overthrow, under the arm throw. Under the arm throw, overthrow, under the arm throw. And just get comfortable with that. But I do recommend doing it on both sides right off the bat, so you get comfortable. And then you just build it up. Just like everything else I've tried teaching, it's just a build-up process. Over the arm throw, under, and just build it up. Over, under. Of course, windmills can be this big, or they can be this big. They look better when they're really small and tight. That's what she said. But just try to keep it in this little position. The best way to keep this going fluently is to don't rush it. Give yourself a little bit of time so the balls aren't colliding. And always remember, when you're practicing the under the arm throw, to get that throw to come back towards you. You don't want it to go straight up because it's not going to look good and it's going to be harder to continue the pattern. you want to practice on curving the throw as it comes under your arm. And that's all there really is to it for the windmill. To learn Mill's Mess, it took me about a week and a half. It's one of my favorite tricks. But there's a lot of different techniques to learning it, a lot of different videos on YouTube teaching it. But this is the techniques that I use to learn it, so I'm just going to come at you with those. Start with 2 balls, cross your arms, right arm on top, left arm on bottom. What you're going to do is you're going to throw this ball from your right hand towards the other side, uncross your arms. When you get to this point, as they uncross, throw the left-handed ball the same path as your right-handed ball did. So as they uncross, going to throw this one around. Recross your arms and then catch the balls again. Balls should switch positions, but they're always staying in the same level. So the top ball is always going to be caught in the top hand, the bottom ball is always going to be caught in the bottom hand. Once you catch it on this side, try to go back the other way. And that's practice this back and forth for a little while. This is going to help you get the arm positioning down, the ball path down, and basically isolating the different types of throws in this trick. So it is pretty important to do this, in my opinion. When you're comfortable with that, the next one you can do is grab 2 balls in your right hand and none in your left. Just like before, you're going to throw one up, uncross your arms, but you no longer have a ball in this hand to throw up. So you're going to recross this way, and once you get into this position in the new cross, the right arm's now under the left arm, you're going to throw the third one up. And you're going to catch them both in the left hand on top. So it should look something like this. There we go. Something like that. And again, this is just isolating the different types of throws in Mill's Mess. Just so you get a feel for them. Practice that until you're comfortable. Then, the last one you can do is you can start with 2 in your bottom hand. As you uncross, you can throw the first one, and as you get back to the new cross and this arm's on top, you can throw this one back. This one's actually the hardest trick in Mill's Mess to do. And this is only going to give you a feel for it, but it's not a very, very helpful technique, to be completely honest with you. I only recommend to do this a few times just to get the feel for the throw, but you don't have to spend all day on it. So as you uncross, throw this one up, and then throw this one back. You can start back from this side, up, back, up, back. There's not much to it, but it gets the points across. This being the hardest throw right there in Mill's Mess. When you're comfortable with that, I'm going to try to teach you from the windmill way. Hopefully by now you have the windmill down pretty satisfactory on both sides. So we can actually do Mill's Mess. But before that, one other thing you can do is you can start with 3 balls in the cross position. And now you can do the same throws you did before, one from the right hand going up, one from the left as it uncrosses, and then the third one from your right as it comes back under your left arm. It should look something like this. 1, 2, 3. And then you put back in the same position on the other side. Then you go back that way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright? This is almost Mill's Mess. You just have a break in the pattern. And it just doesn't have that extra throwback. That makes the trick so hard. To practice this, I would say for a while, this is the most important one, to make sure you get your arms fluently moving back and forth and the ball's in the right positions, following the right path, and the right height, and the right curvature of the ball path. You just want to make sure that you get all these things down. So I do recommend practicing this for a while. When you're comfortable with that, we can now go into the windmill technique. Start the cascade, and then go into a windmill. At some moment within the windmill, preferably, once you throw up one of the underarm throws, stop the pattern. So I throw up an under the arm, stop the pattern. You're going to notice one ball goes up on the side and the arm kind of crosses down. It's kind of like the same position, like right here, that position, that position. You're kind of put into that position. So again, right after the underarm throw, right before you do an overarm throw, stop the pattern. You can practice that a few times, just getting the feel for it, trying on both sides, get a feel for it. When you're comfortable with that, what you're now going to want to do is once you stop that, try to throw the ball that's in your right hand if you're doing this on the right side. If not, if you're doing it on the left side, it's the ball in your left hand. Try to throw that ball back this way and then recross your arms the other direction and just let the balls go where they're supposed to go and try to start a windmill on the other side. Sounds kind of confusing, but you stop it, throw this one up, catch the balls where they are, and immediately try to go into a windmill on the other side. This is kind of hard to explain. This is the best way I think I can try to teach you it. But if you have any questions about it, obviously feel free to post any comments and stuff up. But stop, throw that one back, and try to go into a windmill on the other side. And then, again, when you're comfortable doing that, stop, try to go back into a windmill on the other side. The transition between the windmills is key to Mills Mess. And it is confusing, but stopping, throwing that one back, stop, throw. So basically, you're doing an underarm throw, boom, throwing that one back, and then just let the other balls go out of your hands like they normally would, and then just try to think about doing a windmill on the other side. When you can do that, hopefully you'll be able to, after some practice. You should be doing something like so: windmills, transition, windmills, transition, windmills. Now you just want to limit down the amount of windmill throws you're doing. And this is a build-up process or a breakdown process, if you want to think of it that way, because you're kind of subtracting throws. So maybe 2 rounds of windmills on each side, down to 1 full rotation of windmills on both sides. And then all you got to do is break down one more throw, so you're only doing about 2 throws of windmills on each side, and you'll get into Mills Mess position like so. You just want to break down the amount of times that you're doing rotations until you're doing Mills Mess. When you get to this position, and you're actually doing Mills Mess, it's probably going to look kind of jerky and straight up and down kind of throws. The best ways to fix this is to practice, obviously, and pay attention to my hips and my directions of my arms as I do this. I sway my hips back and forth, and I kind of rotate down as I do the pattern. Kind of rotate my hips in the opposite direction that the crossing my arms at, and I kind of go down in the same direction that my hips are kind of going down at. And you see almost everyone that does Mills Mess does this because it just feels better and it helps you control the pattern better, keeps it more smooth. So that's the biggest tip I can give you. The other ones is just to try to make the pattern low and just work on curving the balls out. Just try to throw them more in a curvature pattern and not much of a straight, jerky throw as soon as you catch kind of thing. And to make it even more smooth, the very top catch right here, this catch, that catch right here, try to, instead of just catching it and throwing it right back up, try to catch it and then push it along a little bit and then throw it back up. You'll see on the top, pushing that along, and it kind of makes it, give it that snake chasing itself kind of pattern that Mills Mess truly is. It just makes it more and more smooth. And that's how you do Mills Mess and windmill. So feel free, to post up any questions, any concerns, or anything that you have on here, and I'll be free to help you out. So I hope that helps, and thanks for watching. This is my dorm room, by the way. Peace out.